What's up, everybody? It's your boy Eli. Welcome back to the Juri. We got a good episode for you this week. We're going to focus on the divisional round of the NFL playoffs coming up this weekend. And unfortunately, we got no JR this week. But next week, we'll be sure to have him back on to give us some insight on the championship weekend. So, starting off, we've got the first game of the weekend, Saturday, 1:30 game. The Seattle Seahawks at the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta is a favorite, 4.5 points. Obviously, Atlanta's at home. Being from the city, being from San Francisco, I really don't like Seattle. I hate Seattle. In fact, I could honestly say that. And looking at this game, it's kind of interesting. Atlanta has been an offensive powerhouse all year, and Seattle, kind of like they always do, they've been relying on their defense. So I think this could be a good matchup. I think it's going to be an even better matchup considering it's not in Seattle, because when it's in Seattle, the Seahawks tend to feed off of that energy given by their home fans. But I don't know if I trust Matty Ice. I don't know if I trust Matt Ryan. And so it's tough for me to pick a winner in this game. But I think I went Detroit last week, and the Seahawks destroyed Detroit. So I got to go with my heart and my gut in this game. And I got to go with Matt Ryan and Julio Jones and Devontae Freeman and that powerhouse offense. And I got to go with Atlanta in this game. So I am taking the favorite, which is kind of boring, but I can't take the Seahawks in any game. I can't justify a Seahawks pick. And I don't think that the Seahawks put up enough points this week to really hang with Atlanta, because they're going to have to score. Because Atlanta's going to score. They might get, 20-something points, but they're going to score. So whether Seattle's going to, get some defensive turnover. So I'm taking Atlanta the first game on Saturday. Atlanta will beat Seattle in Atlanta. So moving on to the second game of Saturday, the 5:15 game. We've got the Houston Texans going out to Foxborough to face the New England Patriots. New England is a 16-point favorite, appropriately so. I don't think Houston has much of a chance in this game. I don't think anyone thinks Houston has much of a chance. But I think this could be a more exciting game than people think. I think when it comes playoff time, whether it's baseball or basketball or football, any sport, when a team is this much of a favorite, it's scary. I would kind of feel weird if I was a Patriots fan, because when you're such a favorite, you kind of cautious if you're smart, because you don't want to just overlook a team, and you really hope that your team, if you're a Patriots fan, you really hope that the Patriots aren't overlooking the Texans, because the Texans have some playmakers. But God, I would have to be pretty crazy to say comfortably that the Texans are going to go in and beat the Patriots in New England. So I'm taking the Patriots. I think Tom Brady is way too smart to overlook the Texans. He said it in interviews. He's talked about how, they're not overlooking this team and they're going to take care of business. And Tom Brady's the best quarterback of all time. I'm going to say that right now. And I don't think he loses this game. And I think that this Patriots team is in pretty stronghold of the AFC in total. So I really don't see the Texans going in there and winning. They might keep it close early, but I think Tom Brady is just too much for a Texans team to handle, especially their defense. So we'll see what happens, but I'm taking the Patriots. So Saturday, not too exciting. I'm taking the two favorites. So I'm taking Atlanta in the earlier game, and I'm taking New England in the afternoon game. So moving on to Sunday, the earlier game at 1:40, we've got the Green Bay Packers at the Dallas Cowboys. So we got some big news this week that Green Bay Packers wide receiver Jordy Nelson is officially inactive. He will be out of this game. huge hit for the Green Bay Packers. Dallas Cowboys are healthy. They've got rookie quarterback, a rookie running back who is really making a case for Rookie of the Year. Dez Bryant, last time they played the Packers in the playoffs at Lambeau, the infamous no-catch call, Dez Bryant looking for revenge. But who cares? I think the Packers go into Dallas. I think the Packers win this game. And I think Aaron Rodgers does enough against a young Dallas team to where he moves on and goes to the NFC Championship. Now, Aaron Rodgers doesn't have his number one target, Jordy Nelson. It's very unfortunate. But Aaron Rodgers is very Tom Brady-like in he makes wide receivers who you've never heard of look pretty damn good. Okay? And he doesn't have any of the top 5 or 10 wide receivers on his team, but he still finds a way to win. He's been hot. He shredded the New York Giants last week. He absolutely destroyed them. He's on fire, okay? And, going into Dallas, playing on the road, Aaron Rodgers is kind of a new beast on the road. He plays much better at home, but I think this is the beginning of Dak Prescott's little coming back to earth. I think he's a very talented quarterback, but to have your rookie season go so smoothly, barely have any bumps in the road, and then to have a first-round bye in the playoffs, and for me to say that they're just going to roll over Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers, I don't think so. So I think there's going to be some mistakes by the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys are still the Dallas Cowboys, okay? They do this every year in the playoffs. I don't care if Tony Romo was the quarterback then. They've got someone new now. I don't care. They're still the Cowboys, okay? And I think that the Packers go in. I think Aaron Rodgers has another great game. I think Dak Prescott throws an interception or two. Something's going to happen. I think the Green Bay Packers go in and take this game in Dallas. So, earlier game, Sunday, I'm taking Green Bay at Dallas. And last game of the divisional weekend that got pushed back to the afternoon because of the ice storm, we've got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City is a 1-point favorite, appropriately so. This is going to be the best game of the weekend, in my opinion, in terms of how close it's going to be, how back and forth it's going to be. And I think this is tough. So let me weigh this out real quick. So the Pittsburgh Steelers have one of the most electric offenses in the NFL. They've got Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, Big Ben. But Big Ben on the road is different. And Antonio Brown, as much as he had a great game last week, Antonio Brown has had his share of quiet playoff games in his past. He's played quiet against Cincinnati when they play him in the playoffs. He's played quiet in the playoffs, and he tends to disappear occasionally. And the Kansas City Chiefs defense is a very good defense. They've got a great special teams where they can have Tyreek Hill, who's a huge playmaker. He can take one to the house. He can do all sorts of things. Alex Smith is completely under control when he plays. I love Spencer Ware this year. He's been so good. Andy Reid and Alex Smith, I don't think they've won a playoff game yet. And so I think it's time. And I think not many people are giving them a chance. Even though they're favorites, I think a lot of people are talking about how great Pittsburgh's offense is and how this is going to be, another Alex Smith loss. And, shout out to Alex Smith, my San Francisco boy. He's smart with the football. And he might not put up crazy numbers, but he's not going to – I don't think he loses you a game. And I think that Kansas City is solid overall. I think that the fact that they're at home makes me feel much more comfortable with taking them. And I think I'm going to take Kansas City at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, an overview. Saturday, we got Seattle at Atlanta. I'm taking the Atlanta Falcons. We've got Houston at New England. I'm taking the Patriots. We've got the Green Bay Packers at the Dallas Cowboys. I am taking the Green Bay Packers. And we've got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Kansas City Chiefs, and I am taking the Chiefs in that game. Last week, JR and I both didn't do too well. I definitely did worse than JR, but if you look right up here, we're going to have JR's score from last week, and right up here we're going to have my record from last week. I think JR was 2-2, I believe. I think he got the Seattle game wrong, and he got the Packers game wrong. He took the Giants. And then the only game that I got right was the Packers. I lost the Seattle Seahawks. I lost on the Raiders. And I lost on... What game was that? Oh, I took Miami. Okay, well, I took a bunch of upsets. I'm more conservative this week. But JR's score, my score, and then I'll have JR's picks for you from this week. I'll show you guys next week when he's back on the show with us, and we'll tally up our scores before championship weekend. And next week we'll be sure to cover all the NFL games and maybe get some NBA in there as well, maybe some all-star stuff. Who knows? So thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, comment if you feel like I did something wrong, if you disagree, if you agree, and catch me next week for episode 5 of the championship weekend for the NFL. See you guys next week.
Hey, just